Welcome to Medtalks, your go-to source for health information and medical insights. I'm your host, Juvenava, and we are bringing you the latest in healthcare. Whether you're looking to understand the basics of wellness, gain practical tips for everyday health, or learn about community resources available to help you live a healthier and happier life, Medtalks has you covered. Join us on this journey to better health, and remember, a healthier you starts with a single conversation. Stay informed, stay healthy with Medtalks, where every talk is a step towards a better you.
Grace Med Health Clinic is your home for complete compassionate care. From medical visits to vision screenings, dental care, and a fully equipped pharmacy, our dedicated team of providers and staff work together to make every visit welcoming and stress-free, because at Grace Med, you're not just a patient, you're part of our family. Call 316-866-2000 to schedule an appointment. Grace Med Health Clinic, compassionate care for all.
Welcome, guys, to another podcast. I'm Juvenava, Director of Community Outreach and Communications at Grace Med Health Clinic. I'm here with Detective John Biagini, who is here to talk to me about your autism outreach program. So it was really interesting because one of my community outreach reps, I think it was Diego,
Yes.
said that he met you, and he was like, "Hey, did you know the Wichita Police Department has like an autism outreach program?" And I was like, "No." He's like, "You have to talk to this detective because what they're doing is incredible work." So first of all, please introduce yourself to like the audience, and then tell us a little bit about the program.
Well, I'm a Detective John Biagini. I've been with the Wichita Police Department for 26 years.
Okay.
About 2 years ago, let me back up a little bit.
Uh-huh.
The question would be the reason for this. Why would I do this? About 22 years ago, when my son was born, is when we found out, about a year into his development, when he stopped developing, that he was diagnosed with autism. And he went from having speech to not talking to, he regressed quite a bit at first. I mean, we were able to get him back up a little bit. And then both my other children are diagnosed with autism, nonverbal. So as a police officer, as I go through my career and my kids get older, I look at what's out there. Yeah. What's out there for them?
Right.
What's out there if something happens, and so on and so forth. So I volunteered to become the autism liaison for the police department.
Okay.
So initially, during our prior administration, I'll say, I didn't really have a lot of in-depth involvement. And then Chief Sullivan comes along, which, like I always talk about, things are meant to happen.
Right.
So I'm sitting at my desk one day and I'm reading an email that, hey, the chief wants to see you. So, I do my normal reaction. I get my box, start packing up my crap. I'm thinking I'm fired,
Right. You're right.
So I went up to see the chief and we had an amazing conversation. We just bounced off a lot of the same ideas. He told me what he wanted to do and what he wanted. And I just kind of threw out all these ideas that I kind of had banked up for the last couple of years. Just didn't know who to tell them to, where to put them at.
Right.
So this started out as an exploration of different police departments throughout the nation. So as officers, as law enforcement, the belief is don't reinvent the wheel.
Yeah.
You don't want to reinvent the wheel. You want to find something that's working, maybe improve on it, take a little bit here, a little bit there, which is what I did with this. The initial phases of this, and this was at the chief's suggestion, he wanted a larger organization to kind of oversee what we're doing, to, kind of check off all the boxes that what we're doing is correct and we're not upsetting anybody. So I reached out to Heartspring, and through a series of phone calls and meetings, Heartspring came directly on board with this program. So everything that you see here has been approved by Heartspring. Wow. The I am a resident with autism, I'm a person with autism card was redesigned by Heartspring, because I designed this sticker, but it had the puzzle pieces.
Okay.
And the puzzle pieces, through my research, they're not the positive that people would think. They're actually kind of off-putting for some people in the autism
Really?
community, which I understand.
Yeah.
So we came up with kind of like a rainbow swish type thing.
Yeah.
So um, the stickers,
Mm-hmm.
the resident with autism stickers, the whole idea of these are, let's say you have autism, you get stopped by a police officer.
Mm-hmm.
We have no way of knowing who you are, or what anything that you might have on board.
Yeah.
We see the sticker. The sticker gives us a chance to back up for a second,
Mm-hmm.
take a pause,
Yeah.
and realize, okay, maybe there's something different here.
Right.
Maybe we kind of have to rethink this. These also are great for houses.
Yeah.
People put these on their houses, their trailers, anything where family members
Right.
or somebody that has special challenges might be in.
Yeah.
And it's not just for autism. I mean, there are people out there that have many other disabilities
Mm-hmm.
as far as any mental health challenges.
Mm-hmm.
This applies to everybody.
I
We
love
just
that.
had to put a major stamp on it, and
Mm-hmm.
autism is just so in front of everything right now.
Right.
So that's why we went with that,
Mm-hmm.
with the Resident with Autism program. And the actual title, Resident with Autism, I took
Mm-hmm.
that from a police department in Florida.
Okay.
So of a program that was already working.
Okay.
Let me talk about what's all this stuff here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All this stuff here, when we go out and we respond to stuff,
Mm-hmm.
it's always the unknown. We don't
Mm-hmm.
know what's going on. So we get out there, and if we meet somebody that's got special challenges, in the past we were left with the whole idea of, what do we do?
Right.
What do we do?
Mhm.
Yeah, I know we have people that we can call. We have a lot of amazing services at our disposal.
Yeah.
But what can I do as law enforcement at that moment?
Yeah.
Because if I'm dealing with somebody or that doesn't talk,
Mm-hmm.
how do I communicate with them? I don't know sign language.
Yeah.
So this was specifically designed. It was a redesign by HeartSpring
Mm-hmm.
because I brought them what I wanted,
Mm-hmm.
and they went through and did their research and came up with a card that was exclusive to law enforcement. This is all yes/no questions based on what information would an officer need from somebody when they go out?
Right.
Are you hurting? Chest pains, also, I'm not okay,
Mm-hmm.
mad, happy. And this is the I need side. I need, I have, I am.
Mm-hmm.
This is just a basic, quick reference way to communicate with people. And it works.
Yeah.
My
And
son
for-
uses it.
For our listeners who probably can't see this,
Yeah.
it's just pictures
Yep.
of, and I would say like just graphics. So easy to point at, easy to recognize. It's very colorful.
Correct.
This is great.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you were able to find a partner to help create this.
Yes. I'm going to leave these for you guys.
Mhm.
HeartSpring has been amazing through the whole process.
Yeah.
Anytime that I go out and I do something outside the scope of the program, I always consult with them.
Right.
And they're just, it's more of just go out and spread the word.
That's incredible.
So
I imagine that during that meeting with the chief and yourself, during that conversation, there has to be discussion like we need this because of this.
absolutely.
What was that conversation like, and what was the need that you saw in the community that said like we do need to provide something like this?
Well, the chief said we need something like this also. I think he called it best practices in policing.
Right.
And I agreed with the chief. I said, too many times we go into situations and we rush to failure.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to rush to failure.
Right.
If you've seen in the news, anybody that has access to YouTube or anything like that can see videos where police officers, I don't want to say misdiagnose, but they misinterpret
Yeah.
a situation. And then somebody that has special needs and special challenges winds up on the bad end of that.
Right.
And the officer winds up on the bad end of it too, because after he, They have to deal with that too, as on a person level, on an emotional basis. So that was the need. We need something to have in our collective toolbox, hence the toolbox.
Yeah.
It's kind of like symbolism there.
Right.
So we have something that we can have. My adage has always been going out and having something is better than going out and having nothing at all.
Yeah.
I don't train the officers to be experts on autism, but I train them how to use these tools, much like how we train to drive our cars and what have you.
Yeah.
How to position your car on a traffic stop and so on and so forth. It's kind of the same idea.
Right.
The training I give is to our recruits.
Okay.
So we start from the ground up.
Okay.
I presented this to everybody in the department. I think it was probably 2 years ago. We had what we call in-service training.
Right.
So I did an hour a day for like 2 months. And I think I got through to everybody. I was really, really, really wore out from talking about autism. So I was like, I need to take an autism break for a day or two.
Yeah,
So
I bet.
But yeah.
And during that training, because there is so many different spectrums of autism,
Right.
do you talk to the officers about like different behaviors that they might see, or how someone with autism could react, things like that? Because there's so many different spectrums, you don't really know what kind of person with autism you're going to deal with. And so I'm interested to know how did that training process happen, and what did that look like?
I use a lot of its videos. I mean, I learned a while back the way to talk to the younger generation is through video training.
Right.
When I grew up, it was you watch the PowerPoint. Way back when they would put it on the overhead projector. That just, I'm dating myself there. So I went through and I got a lot of media from throughout the country that shows cases where an officer might come up on somebody that is stemming. Now, stemming could be flapping of the hands. It's just repetitive movements.
Right.
And knowing that, okay, we're trained to think if somebody's doing this, it's A. Now we're to learn that there's actually going to be a B or a C, and we have to refer to B or C and not just assume that it's A.
Right.
A meaning that somebody could be under the influence.
Yeah.
So again, it's designed to help us just back up, okay, and go, okay, this doesn't look right.
Yeah.
What can I do? I don't want to rush in and I don't want to fail. So let me back up. Let me see what I have. Let me go to my car. Let me get some of my tools. Good story was, it's probably been about a year ago. Officers had responded to the Dillons out west. There was a young person out there that was in crisis, 16-year-old it was just quite the situation. So officers run out there. The parent says she's autistic. So they go out and they get the kid. I was proud of these guys because, I mean, this is like my child here.
Yeah.
They get the kit and they try a couple different things, and then they slide the communication card out at her. And she had to go to the bathroom. And that was it. The situation was like a light switch. She was calm as can be. They took care of her. They helped the lady put the groceries in her car, and it had a great ending. I mean, that's the positives.
Yeah.
This is not going to work for everybody. It's not going to work all the time. But there's certain parts of this, like the noise canceling headphones. These work. I've used these with my own kids. My daughter has seizures. She has epilepsy also. But when she gets upset, we put these headphones on her, and it just calms her down. The idea of that is just, it gives them more of a snug feeling. That it's just you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Rather than all this stuff blasting them from around.
Right.
And they do work. They do work. I've seen them, and it was just once or twice I've had that, wow. You know, at first I was like, wow, they really do work. Some of the other stuff here, this is a bite bar. Some people have aversion to biting.
Right.
They need something to bite down on. Again, this came from my experience with my kids. I have one son that when he gets stressed out, he'll bite. And he's bitten people. Not intentionally, but he just, so we have something that we can give them to just bite down on. So
Yeah.
there's that. Um, this is for the same thing.
Yeah.
It's for like an oral aversion,
Mm-hmm.
people that have, you know, they want to, I've seen people just sit there and play
Yeah.
with this or
Yes.
bite it.
Mm-hmm.
It's, you know, it's whatever is going to de-escalate the situation
Mm-hmm.
and give us time to call in the troops. And the troops mean like ICT-1, a healthcare professional,
Mm-hmm.
whatever the situation dictates.
Yeah.
It just kind of helps us slow things down
Mm-hmm.
because as police officers and law enforcement, we go in at 1,000 speed.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we go in so fast,
Yeah.
we go right past what the obvious is. And this
Right.
just kind of helps back it up a little bit. So
That's incredible.
some basic information.
Mm-hmm.
I brought a poster here that shows sensory experiences. And this
Mm-hmm.
is all stuff that our guys get.
Mm-hmm.
It just gives you some basic information on how bright lights and colors
Mm-hmm.
can affect a person. So
Yeah.
we went with the sunglasses.
Yes.
Skin and touching.
Mm-hmm.
People with autism are sensitive to avoid light touch.
Right.
So we brought different things.
Yeah.
So
These kits, are they in every vehicle, like, or is it just certain vehicles that have the kits?
these are in every patrol vehicle.
Okay.
And as they get empty, we replenish them.
Okay.
But that is part of the designated equipment.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if supervisors have them. I
Mm-hmm.
can assume they do.
Yeah.
But this is for anything we might need out in the field.
Mm-hmm.
So
This is great. I mean, because let's be honest, a couple of years ago, a lot of the public had like these negative ideas of police officers.
absolutely.
And to show that locally here,
Yeah.
you're trying to do the best to meet the needs of the community
Right.
and to de-escalate situations, that's incredible work
Yeah. Yeah.
right there. And that's awesome. Where do you see this program going in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years, I'd like to see this spread out to other departments.
Yeah.
Add to it. There's so much
Mhm.
more training that can be added to this. There's
Mhm.
car stops.
Yeah.
How to teach officers how to respond to people on car stops.
Mhm.
For people with autism, how
Right.
do we respond when a police officer walks up to us?
Yeah.
So there's stuff like that that's in the works.
Yeah.
As a long term to
Mhm.
where we maybe bring in some people that are on the
Mm-hmm.
spectrum and do some mock traffic stops
Mhm.
and talk to them, have them
Mhm.
talk to the officers.
Yeah.
It's endless. I mean,
Yeah.
this could get bigger. It can join with other programs.
Mhm.
Derby started a program. Mulvane has got something.
That's incredible.
So the word is starting to get out there,
Yeah.
fortunately. I mean, the unfortunate part, obviously, is we have such a large population
Mhm.
of people with challenges and with autism that we need something like this. In an
Yeah.
ideal society, we wouldn't need any of this,
Right.
but
Right.
unfortunately we have to adapt to what our environment gives us.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
Where does the funding come from to get these kits? Like, is it by donations? Does the city already have it funded some way?
Oh, great question.
Uh-huh.
When we first rolled this out,
Mhm.
we rolled it out we did a press release at Heart Spring.
Okay.
We had the couple of media outlets there and
Mhm.
all kinds of people, and there was a representative from Shields.
Okay.
Um, and after we did the press release, they came up
Yeah.
and said, "We want to be part of this. What
Yeah.
can we do?"
Yeah.
This is funded by Shields.
That's
Shields
awesome.
funds a lot of this. We
Yeah.
have the Wichita Police and Fire Foundation,
Mhm.
that fund part of it.
Mhm.
It's the police department funds part of it.
Okay.
So there's a good flow to keep this funded to where we're not
Good.
going to run out of money.
Good.
This is important.
Good. I always love hearing how Shield supports community organizations.
Oh, Shields is amazing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
to have this big retailer go, "Hey, we want to be part of this."
Right. Exactly.
And we had a day where we made 450 of these at
Mhm.
Shields
Wow.
with all their people, and there's actually a video on Facebook
Mhm.
that shows it. It
Yeah.
was stuffing the kit day, and it was just I walk into this room and everything was there.
That's awesome.
Yep.
That's really
And it was
cool.
all didn't the department did not pay for any of
Yeah.
Shields. They
That's
insisted
awesome.
we want to pay for this. So that's just kind of makes me want to shop there
Right,
when I need
exactly.
something of sporting goods
Exactly.
related or
Yeah,
hunting or
trust me, they've
fishing.
taken a lot from me, so
Yeah.
we're good.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
I mentioned earlier that one of our outreach reps met you at an event.
Yeah.
So you're doing a lot of outreach for the community to know about this. Can you
Yeah.
talk to me a little bit more about that?
Sure. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I try to take this program, I call it taking it on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Take it on the road to different events, um, to where there's healthcare providers.
Mm-hmm.
It could be anything. If they're having tables set up and the
Mm-hmm.
public's there and there's an application for this,
Mm-hmm.
I bring this there.
Good.
So that's exactly what it is, getting the word out,
Mm-hmm.
telling people about this, that
Yeah.
something like this exists.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also there's a form that goes with this. I meant to put that out on the table,
Mm-hmm.
that a person can go online, fill out information,
Mm-hmm.
and we can log your information. We can keep it. It's just exclusive to the police department.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't require, there's no medical documentation, nothing HIPAA or anything like
Mm-hmm.
that. So let's say you're a parent and you have,
Mm-hmm.
say, a 12-year-old,
Mm-hmm.
and your 12-year-old has special needs
Mm-hmm.
and maybe they're prone to running away or
Mm-hmm.
something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this form covers everything,
Mm-hmm.
and it gives our officers a chance to just revert to a database that
Yeah.
has these names that are in there, and it's cross-referenced with dispatch.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Dispatch they just put a flag on it that,
Yeah.
hey, there might be somebody there with autism.
Mm-hmm.
So we have that extra.
Yeah.
So that kind of gives people a chance to get involved.
Mm-hmm.
So they can go to the wichita.gov website.
Mm-hmm.
I brought my business card. They can email me,
Okay.
jbiagini@wichita.gov,
Nice.
and I'll get them to where they need to go as far as to get signed up for this. So that's part of it. I bring up sign up sheets. I bring up business cards. Usually have a bunch of giveaways,
Yeah.
because kids love giveaways, and well, so do parents.
Yes.
So
Yeah. How can the community support you with your program?
the community can support our program through, I would say, volunteers,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. We're always open to people who have certain areas of expertise. You
Mm-hmm.
can never learn too much. There
Yeah.
might be people out there that have a doctorate in this, or this is their specialty, or that's their specialty.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there's always a need.
Yeah.
As
And if there's people who want to know more information or have the opportunity to talk to you,
Mhm.
where can they go?
They can email me at jbiagini@wichita.gov.
Mm-hmm.
Or they can call my office,
Okay.
316-268-4626,
Okay.
and I'd be glad to talk to them. I've talked to people from out of state and out of the county
Yeah.
areas and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it's not, it's more just to give them the idea.
Yeah.
They look at that, other departments go, yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I love this, and I really
Yeah.
do hope that more organizations take this into consideration. I was just thinking about, like, why we could create kits like this for our patients, things
absolutely.
like that. I mean,
Absolutely.
and that's
Yeah.
incredible, and I love the work
Yeah.
that you and the Wichita Police Department are doing.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
I've seen, I spoke with somebody at WSU. They created
Mm-hmm.
what they call Hope Kits,
Yeah.
which are kits for adults
Mm-hmm.
with other situations. It could be substance abuse. It could be a myriad of other things.
Mm-hmm.
And they have kits, they call them Hope Kits, that
Yeah.
first responders could take with them, or EMS, or I think with our department, I want to say it's ICT-1 that has those.
Okay.
So stuff like that, as we're developing more and more tools.
Yeah.
So, and it makes me feel better as a parent knowing that when I'm gone
Right.
and my kids are here, that
Mm-hmm.
there's a place,
Yeah.
there's something. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is there anything else that you would like to mention before we end this podcast?
we're always looking for more information.
Yeah.
Anybody that wants to volunteer,
Mm-hmm.
I can get them volunteer opportunities as far as helping me to get people signed up for this program.
Yeah.
Because ideally, I try to get out to people's houses when they
Mm-hmm.
sign up for this program and
Yeah.
bring them some of this stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't always do that.
Yeah.
So I try to direct them to a patrol station,
Mm-hmm.
and to get them this stuff, to get them the I am a resident with autism card.
Mm-hmm.
talk a little bit about this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of a cool card
Yeah.
because it's something that a person can present to the officer also.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that a kid can have.
Mm-hmm.
I know a parent that showed me they had made their own,
Yeah.
and their child wore it on a lanyard around their neck.
Oh, wow.
And their child, they were nonverbal.
Yeah.
So if I go up to that nonverbal child,
Uh-huh.
and let's say I see this lanyard, I know their name is, I know I can call, I know I can dial this phone number.
Uh-huh.
It gives me something
Mm-hmm.
instead of, who are you?
Yeah.
You know, what can I do? How can I
Yeah.
help you? So this is kind of a neat deal.
That's awesome.
The state has something, it's called Joey's Law.
Mm-hmm.
Joey's Law was designed to assist drivers. They can put a placard on your driver's license, put something on your tag to show that you're a person with special needs and challenges. And they can sign up for that at any one of the tag offices.
Okay.
So
That's awesome. That's good information to know.
Yeah.
I know that we're having a back to school resource fair. And I hope to see you there at the table.
Anytime that my chief, my organization, my department, they're so behind this.
Yeah.
So they encourage it.
Good.
Anything we can do to get out and help the public.
Yeah, because in this way we can have community members learning about this and taking a sticker, sign up for all this information.
And sharing information.
Yeah.
You know, hey, like I've had people share with me, the puzzle piece is a no-go.
Yeah.
I've had people tell me that. And I always ask people, you know, hey, tell me your story.
Yeah.
You know, why? Tell me why about the puzzle piece.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, my kids were brought up, it was the puzzle piece.
Right.
You know, you saw that at through Autism Speaks and what have you. But that's kind of it in a nutshell. I can probably talk for 2 more hours on this, but I don't think you want to go that far.
Okay.
So,
well, I appreciate you stopping by and talking to us about your outreach program, and really appreciate all the efforts and the work that you're doing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys, for listening to another episode, and we will catch you on the next one.